More Trump tariffs went into effect this morning. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. On all steel and aluminum imports coming to the U.S., Fox's Lucas Tomlinson reports.
It's a 25% tariff or tax the Trump administration says will create more jobs at home. The European Union has announced retaliatory measures. President Trump says these tariffs are just the beginning and could increase.
They don't want to pay 25% or whatever it may be. It may go up higher, maybe go up higher. Look, the higher it goes, the more likely it is they're going to build. And ultimately, the biggest win is not the tariff. That's a big win. That's a lot of money.
But the president says it'd be an even bigger deal if companies choose to manufacture steel and aluminum in the U.S., creating a lot of jobs. Now, he threatened to double the tariff on those metals coming in from Canada. Angry Ontario had put a 25% charge on electricity sent to some U.S. states. But the president backed down after Ontario Premier Doug Ford canceled the charge.
I thought this was the right decision. They understand how serious we are.
The talks in Saudi Arabia the U.S. had with Ukraine could lead to a 30-day ceasefire in the war. If Russia agrees to it, Ukraine has.
Russia's been easier to deal with so far than Ukraine, which is not supposed to be the way it is, but it is, and we hope to get Russia.
President Trump had frozen U.S. assistance to Ukraine, including intelligence sharing, days after an Oval Office meeting with Zelensky ended abruptly and without any deal. After the ceasefire proposal, the Trump administration lifted those suspensions.
Fox's Jared Halpern at the White House. As the president works to eliminate the Department of Education, he's ordered half its workforce be cut, let go. Secretary Linda McMahon tells Fox they'll be sure.
The grants, the appropriations that come from Congress, all of that are being met. And none of that's going to fall through the cracks.
Getting rid of the entire department would require approval in Congress, which Democrats might block, and they could do the same to this.
On this vote, the yeas are 217. The
House Republicans passed a spending bill last night trying to prevent a government shutdown ahead of Friday's deadline, but Democrats oppose what they say are program funding cuts. Could be a compromise in the Senate. America's listening to Fox News.
Fox News Audio presents the Fox Nation Investigates podcast, Evil Next Door, exploring the life and crimes of 5 serial predators from across the United States.
It's a very disturbing case.
In never-before-heard interviews and first-hand perspectives.
Described as pure evil. That's a good description.
The Fox Nation Investigates podcast, Evil Next Door. Listen and follow now at foxtruecrime.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Get those W-2s ready. Tax season has arrived. It's the Fox Business Tax Tips. Fox News Radio's Ginny Casola and Hillary Barsky are joined by the hosts of the Fox Business Network to provide you with the latest tips, tricks, and updates on filing your taxes. From deadlines to tax law changes to the latest deductions, we'll cover it all to make sure you keep that hard-earned money where it belongs, in your pocket. Listen and follow the Fox Business Tax Tips at foxnewspodcasts.com.
President Trump keeps eyeing Greenland and its lucrative natural resources, saying in his address to Congress a week ago the U.S. will take control of Greenland one way or the other. Well, people there just voted on their future.
The right-leaning Democratic Party has won the most votes in probably Greenland's highest-profile election ever. President Donald Trump's desire for U.S. control of Greenland has put the territory in the spotlight. Most political parties and many voters seek eventual independence from Denmark.
We don't want to be Americans. I don't want to be American, nor Danish, Inuit.
Greenland lies on strategic cross-Atlantic air and sea routes. It also has a lot of natural resources, making this vast land of just 56,000 people more prominent than ever. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
More than a month after a U.S. Army helicopter collided in midair with an American Airlines regional jet about to land near Washington, the National Transportation Safety Board is recommending changes implemented right after stay in place. 67 people were killed in that crash.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says the FAA will maintain restrictions on helicopter operations near Reagan-Washington National Airport. Addressing NTSB data revealing there have been at least 85 close proximity events near the airport over the last 3 years.
How did the FAA not know? How did they not study the data to say, hey, this is a hot spot, we're having near misses, and if we don't change our way, we're going to lose lives?
Explaining he's working to provide alternative paths for military pilots and will ask Congress for tens of billions of dollars to revamp air traffic control systems. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
We'll get an update on inflation this morning and if the annual rate of increase for consumer prices continued the recent trend of going up in February. Ahead of that, stock futures are rising after another sell-off related to U.S. tariffs and recession fears. The Dow has plunged 2,500 points this month alone. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Tennessee State House has passed a bill that would limit junk food purchases made with Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits. Supporters of the bill say it will lead to healthier food purchases, while opponents say it'll take away choices for low-income people. The bill still making its way through Senate committees. Crossville Mayor R.J. Crawford has announced that a Whataburger restaurant is coming to town. Crawford said a site plan has been submitted for a location on Genesis Road near Advanced Auto Parts. Cookeville City Council has approved a resolution to abandon an easement for a water tank and access road on 1100 South Willow Avenue. That property sits just off I-40 in Willow and is the future site of two big box retailers. Cookeville Regional Medical Center has launched its new Patient Financial Experience, or PFX. Hospital officials say the streamlined, secured system allows patients to manage payments on their mobile devices, tablets, or desktops. You can enroll in PFX by visiting the hospital website. That's the news from WHUB.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It is 6:06. Today is the 12th of March. March is flying by.
It is.
Except for this past Monday, that was 5 years long. All the other days are flying by. It's 6:07.
It's 47 right now. A high of 72 will be coming for us this afternoon, and sunny skies. I really like
how great was yesterday afternoon.
It was really nice, and I love feeling that sun, like you said, getting to your car, and it was kind of warm inside. It's been really cold, you know.
I got it felt good, and went outside yesterday afternoon, and it's been a long time since I've just, played with my dogs.
Yeah.
We had the best time yesterday afternoon, and they were. I got 3, and they love rough,
Yeah.
and so they got me down. So I'm down in the grass, and it was just like Dad's down in the grass. Oh my gosh! Lick, 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 lick. I couldn't get up.
And they don't get that kind of attention every day,
No.
so they were thrilled. Aren't they like kids?
Yeah.
Dogs are definitely like young kids.
I was just in the yard giggling like a 5-year-old,
It felt great, didn't it? It's like forget about all the troubles. Yeah, late yesterday afternoon, I went out and played ball with my little toy poodle.
Yeah.
And at first, because when she was like 4 or 5 months old, I didn't think she was ever going to get she got the chasing it, but not bringing it back.
Right.
Brought it back every
Oh, that's
time.
great.
And I'm like, this is the most fun.
Yeah. Let me tell you, if a Great Pyrenees does not want you to get up,
You won't.
you're not getting up
Does she weigh over 100 pounds?
easily.
Yeah. She's a big
Easily.
dog.
She just put her hand on me like, not today. Miss. We're having a lot of fun.
You're not going to go in just now.
Not today. But
That's
anyway,
cute.
I had a big time. So it was great to get out. It'll be another great afternoon this afternoon. So I hope you can get out and enjoy it. A few things you need to know, Miss Sheila.
Big Tony's Pizzeria, they're always doing things. I
saw.
They were on Channel 5 News.
Oh, my gosh.
Because they are helping out the Army ROTC Golden Eagle Battalion at Tennessee Tech. We're helping them with pizzas and all that, and I guess donations. And they said, we're always striving to make Cookeville proud.
Yeah.
Don't you love
And
that?
They do. They do a great job. I love Big Tony's.
And then featured on News Channel 5 for all that extra community work they do.
Remember, their pizza's great.
It is.
Their meatball sandwich is even better.
I haven't had their meatball sandwich.
gotta
I
go
need to try that.
Gotta go try that. There's a local waste management technology company called Novastis. Hope I'm saying that right. They hosted people from the White House.
What?
Yeah, so the White House has an environmental task force. Ed Russo is the chair of the White House Environmental Task Force, and they visited the headquarters here in Cookeville, and they've been the White House said this is a cutting edge pilot plant. So there's not many of people doing what they're doing apparently. So the White House came to learn about it.
We have amazing
Right here in
people in this
Cookeville.
area.
So congratulations to them. And here's the
Yes.
thing, I didn't know it existed.
I didn't either.
I had no idea.
See, it's like you and I have been here for a long time, and there's always little things that we learn about that's right here in our community.
No idea. But congratulations to them. That sounds cool. I like to learn more. What are they doing?
Yeah.
What kind of waste management are they doing? Because you hear waste management, you're like, okay, well, they're taking trash to the dump.
But there's more to it
But
than
they're
that.
doing something else,
Yeah.
and I'm not exactly sure what it is. Averett is celebrating its partners. They have the Integrated Carrier Awards, and they honor companies that provide services beyond their footprint, including full load dry van, reefer trucks, flatbed, and cross-border solutions throughout North America. So it's other companies that they've partnered with that they're giving awards to. Averett is.
That's
So,
great.
way to go, Averett. Great idea on that deal.
There's a grand opening, and Nick, who was the owner of Bravo, he sold it last year.
Yeah.
And now I've seen his name come back up. Grand opening April 1st, the closest you'll get to the Greek Riviera.
Oh.
Tavern on the Green at 1500 Country Club Road in
I was
Cookeville.
wondering who was going to get
He's
that spot.
opening that. And I'm like, Nick is back?
That's great, Nick.
I love Nick. He is actually originally from Greece.
Yeah.
And his food is delicious.
Yes, it is.
And then Bravo's still going strong after he sold it. And, you know, they're still doing some of his recipes over there.
Oh, yeah.
So
Best
I'm really
omelet
happy.
in town
Oh,
is
gosh,
at Bravo's.
I mean, I've not had anything that wasn't good, and a lot of food.
Now they'll have some competition.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Nick
place
is back.
on April 5th. Duo, which is Doing Unto Others. It's a Life Church outreach. This is all free of charge. Hair, dental, vision, medical, and more. That's from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. April 5th. That's going to be at the main Life Church building or campus is what they say. It'll be over there on Washington Avenue, 2223 Washington Avenue. Duo. They've been doing that for quite some time, and way to go, Life Church, for keeping that going. And this is neat, and I think we'll be able to see it here. Now, yesterday, the moon was orange.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was if that's what this is, but on March 14th, 15th, it's going to be a total lunar eclipse, and it's going to turn the moon
Blood red.
So has that already happened here, and it's just now happening someplace else?
No,
or-
I promoted that last week. Just
okay.
another reminder for
Okay.
everybody. But I could not believe the moon this morning when we were
gosh,
heading in.
so bright.
Huge, like a huge ball, and then it had like a yellow but yet reddish tint, and I'm thinking it's getting ready for that blood
ready.
moon. Getting ready.
So that'll be neat. That's March 14th into the 15th.
Yeah, so Friday into Saturday morning.
Yeah, so if you want to see that, be prepared for that. Also in White County, the White County Health Department, along with Ascension St. Thomas, is hosting a mobile mammogram, and that's going to be March 20th. That's not this Thursday, but next, from 9 until 2 at 135 Walker Street in Sparta. If you want some more information about that, it's 931-836-2201. Most all insurance is accepted. And so you can stop by and get a mobile mammogram there.
Look at them saving lives and helping ladies and well, guys too.
I think that's all I've got, Sheila.
Well, it is time for Your 2 Cents. It's brought to you by Freedom Pawn. They're located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. And from guns to ammo to anything in between, jewelry, trailers, even kerosene heaters and scooter bikes, all kinds of stuff. What is a scent that comforts you?
Chocolate chip cookies.
That was easy. I thought you'd have to think about that.
Chocolate chip cookies. I think that's there's several, but
yeah,
that's the first one that comes to mind. Fresh made, out of the oven, chocolate chip cookies.
It does make a home smell good, doesn't it?
It does. It's very, then bacon, of course.
Yeah, baking a cake. I actually was thinking that when I first came up with that, I was thinking, because it's getting spring and I'm in a spring mood, honeysuckles always made me feel like, I'm home kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to smell honeysuckles on the vine.
Well, head over to News Talk 1077 and 1400 The Hub on Facebook, and you can get in on that. Also, while you're there, if you'd like, you can watch Good Morning Cookeville live on Facebook. You can also see us on YouTube, channel 192 on Spectrum and Twin Lakes. Definitely on Twin Lakes. If you have a digital service with Spectrum, you'll have to call them and complain. We're ready to be digital on Spectrum. We've asked them. They said, we're ready.
And did they go,
They go, And so what they told me was that if enough people called and complained, that's what it would take.
So they're not, they want us to support them having a local business here, but they don't want to support us?
That's what it seems like. But that when I got in touch
After
with
all we're doing supporting local stuff, having local people on every day.
When I got in touch with their corporate, that's what they told me. We really can't
corporate.
We really can't do anything about it unless enough people complain.
We need y'all's help.
So, but now
complain.
You can't call and complain if you're not a subscriber. So you have to be a Spectrum person, because they will look you up. So I tried to complain, and they said, "Are you on Spectrum?" I said, "Nope, I'm a Twin Lakes man."
And then they're like, "Well, I'm not listening to anything you say."
Then. So anyway, or just make it real easy. And if you've got a Roku or a Roku TV, just download the Hub Plus app.
So this corporate doesn't think we're important at all.
They don't care.
They don't care we're trying to educate people about the Upper Cumberland.
They don't care.
Y'all, I'm just going to say, in the last 2 weeks, I'd appreciate y'all supporting local radio.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Head over to News Talk 1077 and 1400 The Hub on Facebook to get in on today's Your 2 Cents, brought to you by Freedom Pawn in Sparta. We'll be right back. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio.
Then Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues, preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. Matthew chapter 9, verse 35. Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers with the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. Join us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on our radio program, Words of Exhortation, as we study through the Gospel of Matthew right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve Him and serve others.
Hey, folks, this is Paul Winkler. One of our clients says something interesting about why he chose us. He said the financial advisor he had worked with up to this point in his life wasn't the one to get him through retirement. Is that you? You've made it this far, but you recognize you don't get a do-over when you're actually in retirement. It's not too late to feel confident about your financial future. The first step is easy. Set up a phone consultation or in-person meeting with any of our offices by calling us at 615-851-1950 or just go to paulwinkler.com.
And now located in Cookeville.
Online-only residential auction for a charming 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom brick home offering 962 square feet of living space on approximately a 0.19-acre lot at 1206 Pleasant View Drive in Cookeville. With great potential, this home is livable as is, but would benefit from a little TLC. Featuring a solid structure and a functional layout, this property is a fantastic investment with room for customization and value appreciation. Bidding ends Thursday, March 13th at 10 a.m. Visit eagleauctions.com or call Lee J at 526-5335.
Elevate
your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-WINDOW-1.
Are you taking steps to help protect your money from the potential impact of world war? Russia and Ukraine, Israel, Gaza. We've seen threats from Iran, and now Syria has been taken over by extremists, putting the entire region at risk. The question is, how much more international conflict can we handle? And what impacts will these conflicts have on the global economy and your retirement savings? Right now, thousands of hardworking Americans are turning to precious metals like gold and silver to help them protect their hard-earned savings. You may not be able to control these global conflicts around the world, but you can control how you diversify your money. And that's where gold and silver could help. Right now, you can get a free gold and silver kit from the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco. On top of that, you could get up to a 10% instant match in bonus silver for qualified accounts, but only while supplies last. So don't wait. Visit HannityGold.com or call 855-815-GOLD to get your free copy today and find out if you qualify for up to a 10% instant match in bonus silver. That's 855-815-GOLD.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:21 now.
The high today getting up to around 72. We're at 46.
Sorry, we weren't paying attention.
We're talking. We talk between the breaks. I did want to tell you.
We just got on the spectrum. How come you don't run the show?
We are local. We support local. Oh, wait.
What show?
Let's do our job. Oh, I'll tell you who our guests are, though. We support local because listen to this.
We're idiots.
Professor of Nursing and Pediatric Nurse. Professor of Nursing at Tech is who I'm talking. Melissa Geist will be our first guest after 7. She's got a lot of community things that she's involved with. Plus, teaching our local students to be nurses.
Yeah.
I mean, how important is that?
They are doing a great job cranking out some top quality nurses.
Yes, I've heard so many good things. I mean, people say they want the students from Tech, whether it's engineers, nursing, because they have such good programs there. So that's another thing to be proud of in this area. Then at 7:30, Roberts 5 Farm will be here. They're about to kick up on their tulips.
All right, yeah.
They've already planted those. And then Cookeville Lady Cavaliers will be in.
Oh, yeah, they're heading to state.
Yeah.
To the glass house.
They're so excited. So we'll have the coach in with a few of the juniors that are on the team, too. The glass house.
Glass house. I'm Noah McKay. Glass house.
Love that, Noah.
He's too funny.
Such a personality.
Got your 2 cents. That's at News Talk 1077 and 1400 The Hub on Facebook. Head over there, like the page, and get involved with our question here that Sheila's got up.
Yeah, what is a scent that comforts you? And you like chocolate chips. I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, I love. Now, this ain't for everybody because, well, not everybody's invited. But my mom's breakfast.
Oh.
It's got a signature smell to it. Doesn't smell like other breakfast. It's just something about, I don't know if it's the mix with her kitchen or if it's the cast iron that she uses to cook on, or I don't know what it is.
It's something special about that place because now I'm getting my eggs. I buy my eggs from his mom and daddy.
Yeah.
That's some happy hens because I've had farm eggs, grew up with farm eggs.
Yeah.
These are the best eggs I've ever had.
Those yolks are just orange, aren't they?
I think it's because she treats, excuse me, those hens like they're her babies. And I think happy animals produce better things.
Yeah, and they're Vol fans. Big Tennessee Vol fans. Those chickens are. That's why. That's why the yolk is so orange.
I love it. That's great. That makes it better. Maybe that's why I like them so much.
I think so. Yeah.
Because I'm a big Vols fan. Well, Freedom Pond brings you your 2 cents. What is a scent? Not your 2 cents, but what's a scent?
Smell.
A
Let's
sniff
just say smell.
that comforts
What's
you.
a smell?
What's a smell
Yeah.
that comforts you? Lavender is what Dilsey said, and I love lavender. Relaxes me. I do like that smell. Now I said what takes me back is honeysuckle. It makes me feel like it's on my property that I grew up with and on the farm. Jim said chocolate.
Yes, anything chocolate.
Keith, you're a man after my own heart. A good roast in the oven.
Come on now.
You cannot beat that. And then little carrots and potatoes and oh, so
Oven
good.
or crock pot.
Yeah.
Either one.
Crock pot does it to where it's fork tender every time.
Donna's been doing a lot of crock pot stuff here.
Yeah.
Through the winter. It's been great.
You can't beat it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there and it just sits in those juices and it doesn't dry out because it is cooking so slow.
Does its thing.
Oh.
You can cook slow in the oven too.
You can. It seems like.
Yeah. To me, I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong.
No, it is good.
But it's not as good.
It's something about that crock pot and it holds it just right there together. And
she cooked a chicken in
marinates.
the crock pot and it was great.
I know. Yeah, I've done that before. Really good. Kevin said fresh coffee is a scent that he really loves.
Dadgummit, Kevin. I didn't even think about coffee. You're 100% right.
And I wasn't always a coffee drinker, but I would always love the smell of it.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
That's like me. I've always wanted to smoke a pipe.
Yeah.
Because pipe smoke. But
I do think pipe smoke smells so good.
And when I was a kid, we'd be around like some of these old guys, and they'd smoke a pipe, and it was just the best smelling stuff.
It did. It smells so sweet.
Yeah,
I just love it.
I had an uncle. His name was Dealer. Yeah, and Dealer smoked a pipe, and I loved going to Dealer's house because he was funny.
This sounds like an old Southern movie.
His name was
My Uncle Dealer.
His name was Dealer, which was cool, and he smoked a pipe. He was just the coolest dude ever.
He sounds cool. Sherry, she said what I did: honeysuckle and fresh cut hay. It may make me sneeze, but it smells so good.
Yes, fresh cut hay.
Dan said cedar or sassafras. It does
Both
smell
great.
good.
These are all awesome.
Oh, I
answers.
love it. Baking bread or coffee. Oh, here's a good one for all us Southerners. Hot cornbread coming straight out of the oven.
Amen.
Y'all are making me hungry.
And that's the good cornbread, not that yellow sweet cornbread.
No, this is good Southern cornbread.
Donna changed it up on me the other time. One of the last time she made cornbread, she made this regular cornbread, but it was Southwest.
With like a Mexican?
Yeah. It was
like with like little bits of corn in it and jalapeno.
Yeah.
I bet it was good though.
Delicious. But I'd only had that before in that sweet yellow kind.
Yeah.
I never had it in real cornbread before.
When we say real cornbread, we don't put sugar in ours.
Delicious.
It must be a Tennessee. You think most Southerners don't put sugar in their cornbread?
I don't know. I think it's just in how you like
Depends on your family.
How you grew up, and we grew up with regular
No sugar in it. Yeah. We don't want sweet bread. Sweet bread's those rolls.
Yeah. 'Cause I remember going to church things, and there'd always be a few people that bring
put
that
sugar in it.
sweet
Yeah,
cornbread.
it doesn't taste horrible. I'm just used to regular cornbread. Bacon cooking is what the smell that someone said makes them feel good, comforts you.
Yeah. You never go wrong with bacon.
Cinnabon store. So Michael said if I go by a Cinnabon store, it smells good. I know you're not a big cinnamon. Oh, here's one. Wood stove.
Yes.
It's the best smell.
Yes.
It does take you back.
You know, and that may be what mixes in with my mom's breakfast.
Oh, I think so. There's just something about a wood stove.
Yeah. In the winter, they got that wood stove going and breakfast. And
that just makes it feel more homey, doesn't it?
yeah, during the ice storm, my mom cooked all the meals on the wood stove.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was even more pronounced then because she'd have that breakfast going on top of the wood stove. Delicious.
I'm wanting it right now. And then Scott said cookies. Got to be fresh right out of the oven, homemade, nothing else.
That make my mom sound like she's Laura Ingalls Wilder, don't I?
She's like a cross between Laura Ingalls and Martha Stewart.
I don't mean to make her sound exactly like, but
she is kind of.
She is kind of like
she
that.
knows how to do all of it. I mean, for God's sake, she shears her own sheep and then does her own wool.
Yeah.
I mean, like an old timey, what's it called, loom or something?
A wheel. She makes.
You know what I'm saying. I don't even know what it's called.
She makes her own yarn.
Makes her own yarn.
And makes something out of that.
Shawls
and whatnot.
See, when I grew up, I want to be Miss Kay Grider.
Man, I tell you, she's something else.
She is.
I'm a mama's boy. You can tell, can't you?
That's sweet. That's
love my mama. It's 6:30, and if my dad's listening, sometimes he's listening. I love you too, Dad.
Yeah, can't leave old Tommy G out.
Sorry.
Those are two cool people.
Sorry, I love you too. It's 6:30 now. Spoiler alert coming up here in just a little bit. It's the latest news in the world of entertainment and music, so stick around for that. It's Good Morning Cookeville, live in the Willow Window studio. We'll be right.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Tennessee State House has passed a bill that would limit junk food purchases made with Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits. Supporters of the bill say it will lead to healthier food purchases, while opponents say it'll take away choices for low-income people. The bill still making its way through Senate committees. Crossville Mayor R.J. Crawford has announced that a Whataburger restaurant is coming to town. Crawford said a site plan has been submitted for a location on Genesis Road near Advanced Auto Parts. Cookeville City Council has approved a resolution to abandon an easement for a water tank and access road on 1100 South Willow Avenue. That property sits just off I-40 in Willow and is the future site of two big box retailers. Cookeville Regional Medical Center has launched its new Patient Financial Experience, or PFX. Hospital officials say the streamlined, secured system allows patients to manage payments on their mobile devices, tablets, or desktops. You can enroll in PFX by visiting the hospital website. That's the news from WHUB.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vincent with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. On UCR last night, the Upper Mid-Bees baseball team fell to Blackman 4-0. Alec Wilson went 5 2/3 innings on the mound and struck out 6 for the Bees. Tiger Woods will not be returning to the game of golf anytime soon, as he announced on social media yesterday that he had ruptured his left Achilles recently and underwent surgery to repair it. Tiger hasn't played in a tour event since July of last season at the Open. Five-time Pro Bowl defensive end Joey Bosa is headed to the Buffalo Bills on a one-year deal worth $12.6 million. Los Angeles Chargers released Bosa on Wednesday. Bosa has played in 28 games over the last 3 seasons due to injury. The girls' basketball state tournament gets underway today in Murfreesboro. Van Buren County will play Memphis Middle College at 9:30 in the morning. York Institute battles Memphis Business at 8:45 at night. Coverage of those games can be found on UpperCumberlandReporter.com. I'm Jacob Vincent, and that was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. Paul Winkler.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stock futures are higher ahead of a major report on inflation, the Consumer Price Index for February. The Trump administration imposing 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, as the European Union announced its own tariffs against the U.S. to take effect in April. Canada agreed to scrap a threatened electricity surcharge in exchange for the relaxation of steel and aluminum tariffs. Porsche is putting the brakes on about 1,900 jobs in the next 4 years. The luxury sports car maker says it needs to cut costs as it reshapes the business. Porsche is dealing with weaker demand in China. It's investing in combustion engines, plug-in hybrids, and batteries to allow customers to choose what they want to drive. After a disappointing forecast with weak demand in the U.S. and China, athletic wear maker Puma is cutting 500 jobs worldwide. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Daria Albinger, invested in you.
National security is at risk, and China controls most of the world's supply of antimony, a critical metal for military and defense technology. Military Metals Corp is taking action and securing a Western-controlled supply with projects in Europe and North America. Critical minerals are the backbone of modern defense. Now's the time to pay attention. The stock trades on the OTC under ticker MILIF. Call your broker today or go to www.militarymetalscorp.com to learn.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. It will be sunny and warm once again with temperatures rising into the mid-70s by this afternoon. Southerly winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting to 20 miles per hour at times. Clouds will increase tonight with lows around 50. Thunderstorms are possible tomorrow with highs in the lower 70s.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:36 now.
Well, this is what I'm going to tell you to do. You don't have to do it, but it's going to be such a nice afternoon. And getting out and playing ball with my dog yesterday afternoon.
Everybody calling in sick.
Oh, no, I worked, and then I went home, and then it was still daylight, which is nice. Yeah. And just had fun being out in the sun and playing with my dog. That's what it's going to be this afternoon. A high around 72, sunny skies. 46 right now. It's not going to be real windy, so it's going to be nice for us to enjoy it. So get on out and do yourself a favor. Get you a little vitamin D.
That's right. Spoiler alert, things on television, latest news, entertainment, and music. Jimmy Fallon's going to have Bernadette Peters on. Remember her?
Yes, I do. And you know what? It seems like she never ages.
Yeah.
Still looks great.
Jimmy Kimmel's going to have Dennis Leary on there, who I really like. And I like his new show, too.
Oh, I haven't seen his
called
show.
Dutch.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty
But I am
show.
a fan of Dennis.
And then Seth Meyers has Parker Posey.
She's fun.
Parker Posey.
And she's in White Lotus now, and it's on HBO/Cinemax now.
Okay.
And she's so funny in that because she plays a Southern woman.
Yeah.
But she sounds like old Southern money.
Yeah.
She's got a daughter named Piper. She goes, "Oh no, Piper. What are you doing, girl? Piper."
Piper Posey.
Yeah, Piper Posey. Well, it's a character's name.
I know,
but she plays a good Southerner.
That's good. On regular TV tonight, Survivor is on CBS, and so is The Amazing Race. The Masked Singer, that's on Fox, and so is The Floor.
That's a good show.
I love The Floor.
And that's Rob Lowe hosting that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was making sure.
My doppelganger.
Your doppelganger.
It's like watching me in the mirror.
I'm looking in the mirror when I watch
What
that.
am I doing on TV? Oh, wait. That's Rob Lowe.
You both have great hair.
That's right.
Yeah.
And also, Married to Real Estate is on HGTV, and I can't wait to watch that.
You are married to real estate.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Donna, his wife. And I called her this in front of her face the other day, and she liked it. I go, "She's a real estate mogul." She goes, "Thank you, Sheila."
Yeah.
I knew she'd like it.
On streaming, Everybody's Live with John Mulaney series premiere tonight.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Temptation Island is on Netflix, the series premiere of that. Welcome to the Family, that's season 1 on Netflix. And on Hulu, season 2 of Am I Being Unreasonable?
That sounds like that Reddit, "Am I the jerk?" kind of thing.
I don't know if that's what that is or not.
Another They don't say am I the jerk, but
They say a-hole.
I didn't want to say that, but
Right. Well, we're all grown-ups here, Sheila. Right?
we're all grown-ups here. Why don't you go ahead and say it, Sheila?
I mean,
We're talking about supporting local.
we're all grown-ups. I mean, it's not
The FCC may shut us down.
not for a-hole.
You don't think so?
No. Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal's Othello has set the record for the top grossing play in Broadway history.
So I was thinking, I don't know that movie. It's because it's a play.
The revival, now in previews at Broadway's Barrymore Theater, had a weekly gross of $2.8 million. The previous record holder was Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which grossed $2.7 million in 2023. Gabrielle Luna has joined the cast of the Terminal List for season 2. In a recurring guest star role, he'll appear alongside Chris Pratt, who returns as Navy SEAL James Reese.
James Reese.
The season is based on Jack Carr's novel True Believer, the second in the James Reese series. Netflix has greenlit a remake of Stephen King's Cujo.
Really?
That's the very first scary movie I ever saw.
And, to see a dog that mad,
Yeah.
it's scary for a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't real little. Maybe preteen.
I saw that, and then the second one I saw was The Omen. And then I quit watching scary movies after that.
Let me tell you, that Omen to do a number on you because
It's creepy.
it's like religion/demonic stuff. I don't like
I
that.
don't like that either.
I don't like it. It's not good for my soul.
Let's see here. Deanna Pappas was arrested following an argument with her ex-husband, Stephen. People Magazine reports she was on The Bachelorette. So got to look out for that.
The Bachelorette.
Well, if you're in the dating scene, you got to look for those red flags.
Oh, yeah.
The altercation occurred February 26th. Thought she'd smelled alcohol on her breath when she was picking up her son. Her mama did, and then she later filed a restraining order claiming Stephen demanded to smell her breath and followed her into the garage. Well, yeah, you're going to take off driving with your kid in the car.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I don't blame him a bit for wanting
I don't
to do
either.
that. So all that's going on. I just don't.
And she could, I mean, even if it was just her driving, you could hurt somebody else and yourself.
Has there been anybody from any of those shows that's had a relationship that lasted?
I don't think so.
I mean, why do they keep doing it?
For ratings, because people watch it, but it's not good.
And you heard all these celebrities. If Trump wins, I'm leaving the United States.
I heard about one that is leaving.
Rosie O'Donnell confirmed.
I was like, oh, well, she's leaving.
She's moved to Ireland.
She said she doesn't feel safe anymore.
But hey, you know what? She did it.
Yeah.
So
she said it and she did.
She said it. She did. Say what you mean what you say, and
there she goes.
So Rosie O'Donnell and Ellen.
Oh, that's right. Ellen did
are
too.
the only ones who have actually done it. So,
and O'Donnell, I bet she is Irish.
She could be.
Maybe that's why she chose.
Rosie O'Donnell. Come
O'Donnell.
have a pint of Guinness. But what a time to move to Ireland. I mean, we're right here at St. Patrick's Day.
I know.
When is St. Patrick's Day?
The 17th, which is Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Oh man, we're gonna have to wear green.
Yeah, I've already got it planned. You know how I am. I like a theme.
Well, that, and I bet now you're a pincher.
No, I didn't like the pinch part of it.
I bet you liked it in school. I
did not.
I bet you were the first to pinch.
No, I wasn't.
Really?
I'd get pinched a lot. I didn't like green as much then as I do now. The hair with the green looks great.
That's why I thought you might be a pincher.
Yeah, you're totally wrong about little Sheila.
I guess I thought
because then you thought I'd tattle on everybody.
I thought you'd be the name taker. I thought you'd be the pincher.
Well, what makes you think I would do that? Just sit around to tell on everybody.
You just got that aura about you that you.
Well, I don't want that aura.
You'd like that.
No.
You like that power.
I don't need that to be powerful, Jason. My power is my friendship.
I bet you. I just thought for sure you would have been a pincher, though. I bet you.
I'd pinch back if somebody pinched me.
I figured so. It's 6:45, and we got spoiler alert coming up next. Not spoiler alert, the real good. That's what's coming up next. So we'll get to that. A couple stories that are positive and uplifting, and then also round 3 of Ask Sheila. I think we've got 2 correct answers so far this week.
Is this Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay, I got some time.
Yeah, so we got 2 on Monday.
None yesterday.
0 yesterday.
But they were hard.
They were. So we'll see how she does today. That's all coming up on Good Morning Cookeville, live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
For the love of Tennessee at dawn. For the love of the fight. For the love of having nowhere else you'd rather be. For the love of Tennessee. Travel safe. Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Hey, how's your money situation? Are you ready for retirement?
I wish I could retire.
Well, if you want to know what the pros are doing to make wealth multiply and retire like royalty, then you need to listen to this show, Retire the Right Way, with Aaron Wright. Get your money right and tune in every weekend, Saturdays at 9 a.m. on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time. Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, Exceptional Bean, Royal House of Cheese. Go to halfpriceuppercumberland.com. Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Gentry's Power Equipment, your trusted Exmark dealer in Cookeville. For over 35 years, Exmark has been pioneering innovation, offering legendary durability and unmatched cut quality. Whether you're a professional landscaper or a homeowner, our range of commercial and residential mowers is designed to meet your needs. Hurry in for 0% financing for 48 months on select models, just in time for spring mowing. Gentry's Power Equipment, 755 Buffalo Valley Road, Cookeville, where big boy toys are their specialty.
Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville. 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Classic. That's the other station. Hey, it's Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. What I'm thinking. I'm not thinking. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:50 now.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, we also do some stuff for a station in Lexington. It's a classic.
Yeah.
So that's where that came in. So he's busy.
Yeah.
A high today getting up to around 72. We're at 47 right now. I've got great guests coming in. Melissa Geist. She is the professor of nursing at Tennessee Tech. And she's got a lot of things going on in the community we're going to talk about. Then from the Roberts 5 farm, they have their tulips that are planted. They're about to sprout up in springtime. And
I've got buttercups up at my house.
I have
blooming.
two. And I'm like, part of me wants to pick them, but other part, I just love looking at them too, growing. And then Cookeville Lady Cavaliers are going to state. They'll be going to Murfreesboro. I think they're leaving out tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
And they are either this afternoon, maybe this afternoon. We'll find out. We've got some of them coming in along with the coach too, Jamie.
That'll be great. Time for the real good couple stories that are positive and uplifting, and we call it
the real good.
In the world of cycling, there's a challenge called the Everest. While bikers don't have to travel to Nepal and climb the 30,000 feet of elevation to the summit of Mount Everest, they do have to ride the bike 30,000 feet of elevation wherever they are in the world. So over the course of 3 days in Santa Barbara County, California, Daniel Connell didn't just complete an Everest. Instead, he completed a triple Everest, climbing 90,000 feet on his bike in 3 days, and then raising money for charity along the way. His ability to climb Everest altitudes has been improving through the years. He said, 2 years ago, I did it once, last year twice, and this year thrice. All his hard work and dedication will now pay off in a big way, as donations for this year's ride will benefit the Wilderness Youth Project, which helps kids of all backgrounds have equal access to the outdoors.
Oh, that's great.
That's a good deal. Another real good, Don and Marilyn Barnett have been married for 68 years. They have a nightly ritual that keeps their love strong. Stop it. It ain't that every night. Don sings to Marilyn.
I love it.
It's very simple. It's very easy to do, Don said. Marilyn said, I wouldn't go to sleep without it. The sweet rituals not only pleases Marilyn, but also calms any disagreements they may have had during the day. That would be tough to do a little song if you've been mad at each other and not sound mad about it. You go, girl, don't go away mad. Girl, just go away. You know, you don't.
I bet it's a sweeter song than that.
It's not that he's not pulling out some old Motley Crue to sing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so. Yeah.
Even when Marilyn broke her hip, Don continued to sing to her in the hospital. Their son Doug confirms that this tradition happens every single night, no matter where they are.
You know, those nurses were saying how sweet those two were.
Yeah, I'm not. Their son said, "I'm not aware that they've ever missed it."
Oh, I love that story.
So, fellas, if you ain't singing to your ladies at night, you're not as good as Don.
We do love it.
To the guy who did Everest, which his name's not even in here, is it? Daniel. And then to Don and Marilyn Barnett, the sweet Don who sings to his wife. Y'all are
real good.
All right, Sheila. Are you ready for round 3 of Ask Sheila?
I'm ready. I feel lucky today. That doesn't mean I'm going to get them right, but hey, I'm starting out feeling real good about it.
Well, let's see here. I'm not real sure
So
what.
there's not a theme, really?
Not really.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
I'm not as confident now that there's not a theme.
1 in 6 Americans under the age of 20 have never done this. 1 in 6 Americans under the age of 20 has never done this. And I feel like back in the day, this would have been like 1 in 30 maybe had never done it.
Drive a stick shift.
No, but
Was that good?
it does have something to do with something with wheels.
Something with wheels.
Yeah.
It's not a car.
No.
What's the stats again?
1 in 6 Americans under the age of 20.
I've never done it. Is it, you said wheels, riding a bike?
Riding a bike, Sheila.
That's
you got it right, yeah.
So it's not as popular as it used to be?
I guess not.
Boy, I loved my bike when I was
me
growing
too.
up.
That was your first taste of like freedom.
Yeah.
I'm going to ride my bike.
In my mind,
else.
it was my car.
Yeah. Half of us have someone else do this for us. 37% of us do it ourselves, and 14% of us never do it. What is it?
Half of us have somebody else do it for us?
37% of us do it ourselves, and 14% of us never do it. I'm not a never do it, but I'm a hardly ever do it.
Gosh.
They could have added in here. They didn't on the percentages, but or maybe it's in the do it ourselves category. But some people have a machine do it.
That threw me off more.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant for it to help.
Machine.
Yeah.
I was thinking about a haircut or something, but that machine doesn't do that. So.
Now, this does have something else to do with wheels, though.
Not mow the yard, I wouldn't think.
No, not mow the
Have
yard.
A machine. Have a machine. Washing machine.
No.
I'm not got anything for this one. I'm totally drawing a blank.
Wash your own car.
Oh my goodness, that came in my head. I wish I would have said it. Like when you were first saying it, before you even said wheels. I'm really kicking myself. I could have gotten that one.
Could have gotten that one.
You know how you think, no, that's not it, and you push that thought away?
Yeah. And I'll just tell you, this next one has nothing to do with wheels or cars or bikes or nothing. This one's just out of left field, it seems. In this
These
category.
are the hardest ones.
1 in 3 adults will forget to do this today. I forgot to
brush their teeth.
I forgot to do it twice last week. It wasn't brush your teeth.
I would think it has to do with something getting ready.
It does. You're right about that.
Oh, surely it's not forget to put on deodorant.
It is forget to put on deodorant.
Don't forget that.
I forgot twice last week.
I have done it before. I don't need to act all uppity, but.
Well, I don't know why I forgot, and then.
It's a part of our, but you get busy or your routine gets out of place or something.
So, I don't know why.
If it gets out of rotation, sometimes it's very easy to forget, but.
Well, one day I was just out and I meant to stop and get some on the way home, or Donna's been doing that. She got the Walmart app.
Oh, yeah.
And that's been real handy, but I forget to tell her, hey, I need deodorant. And so I had to stop to get me some. And so I was out and had forgotten. So that was one day. The very next day, fresh thing of deodorant. I just didn't put it on. I wasn't smelling.
You know what? I did not smell you.
Yeah. I have a
But you weren't out in the sun.
Well, that and I have a sweet natural musk.
No wonder you said Matthew McConaughey would play you. That's why, like, somebody bragged on him on a talk show or something he was on, and they're like, what are you wearing? You just smelled delicious. He said, that's my natural musk.
Yeah, well, it's not the sweat that smells, it's the hair that smells. You burn hair, that's got that awful smell.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
It's the hair, it's not the sweat.
And the hair probably takes on that bacteria. Yeah.
Yeah.
The hair smells.
Yeah. But you've got the hair your armpits are, the worse you're going to smell.
Mine aren't hairy at all.
See, you probably wouldn't even smell bad.
I still use it, though.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
you have to.
I am a woman. I'm too much woman not to wear deodorant.
Coming up after 7 real quick, who we got coming on, Sheila?
Melissa Geist will be with us, professor of nursing at Tennessee Tech. She's also a pediatric nurse. Well, I'm just looking forward to talking to her.
Absolutely. That's coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville, live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good Morning Cookeville, W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB Cookeville.
Europe is retaliating. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. To the new U.S. tariffs on all steel and aluminum imports that went into effect this morning.
$26 billion worth of U.S. goods will be affected by the tariffs announced in Brussels today. They're being imposed on imports of products ranging from boats to bourbon to motorbikes. Strong but proportionate, says European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. She admits they're bad for business, but European leaders feel they have to respond.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage. Now, the president had threatened to double the steel and aluminum tariffs on Canada as punishment for a charge on electricity being sent to the U.S., but he backed down when that charge was canceled. The president insists tariffs will make the U.S. money and bring manufacturing back.
Other countries have taken away our business. They've taken away our jobs.
Now, tariff fears have been hurting the economy, and that led to a big stock market sell-off. The Dow has plunged 2,500 points so far this month. The House has passed a bill to provide government funding to prevent a shutdown by Friday's deadline. House Speaker Mike Johnson says
it falls on the desk of Chuck Schumer. He is the leader of the Democrats on that side, and he must determine whether he wants to fund the government, do the responsible thing, or whether he wants to shut the government down.
Now, Republicans will need support from some Senate Democrats to pass the bill that House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries opposes, hoping the Senate version gets rid of proposed cuts to some programs.
The strong House Democratic vote in opposition to this reckless Republican spending bill speaks for itself.
Now, in Ukraine, the U.S. has resumed military aid and intelligence sharing after that country agreed to a 30-day ceasefire. President Trump says,
now we have to go to Russia and hopefully President Putin will agree to that also.
Well, the U.S. had talks in Saudi Arabia also last month with the Russians. America's listening to Fox News.
This month and every month, we remember the over 66 million babies whose lives have been senselessly sacrificed on the altar of abortion. Surely, the left doesn't understand the repercussions of a land that takes the blood of the innocent, and that should only motivate us more to save more babies and their moms. Preborn is a network of clinics, and they fight every day to save more babies and more moms. To date, they've rescued over 300,000 babies' lives by introducing a mom to her child on an ultrasound. That baby's chance at life doubles. Preborn showers moms and babies with God's love and assistance for up to 2 years. So when they shout abortion, we shout life. Let's save more babies this year than last. One ultrasound is just $28, and only $140 will help rescue 5 babies. All of the gifts are tax deductible. So donate securely. Dial pound 250. Say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby. Or go to preborn.com/hope. Preborn.com/hope. Sponsored by Preborn.
There's a hearing today into an arrest that has generated days of protest in New York City of a former Columbia grad student accused of being a sympathizer with Hamas terrorists in last year's anti-Israel protests. His supporters call him a political prisoner. President Trump insists.
They're troublemakers. They're agitators. They don't love our country. We ought to get him the hell out. I think that guy, we ought to get him. I heard his statements, too. They were plenty bad.
Mahmoud Khalil's hearing in federal court could determine if the attempt by President Trump to deport him as an anti-Semitic and anti-American activist can move forward. Khalil is not charged with a crime and is legally in the U.S. However, he is threatened with having his green card revoked and being returned to Syria, his birth nation. President Trump has promised to crack down on student protesters, but Khalil's lawyers accuse the federal government of attacking their client to suppress free speech. Khalil has said he was a spokesman for protesters, not an organizer of the demonstration. In New York City, Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Now, we mentioned the economy and the stock market. Futures are rising ahead of an inflation report next hour on consumer prices last month, and if the trend of the annual rate of increase creeping up continued. Another setback for golf's biggest name. Tiger Woods is hurt again.
The 15-time major champion underwent what he called a minimally invasive Achilles tendon repair for a ruptured tendon, suffering the injury as he ramped up his training and practice at home. The doctor who performed the surgery said they expect a full recovery, though no timetable was provided. The injury means that Woods will undoubtedly miss the first major of the year, the Masters at Augusta National in April.
That's Fox's Joe Morgan. Woods hasn't played a tour event since last summer's British Open. In the NBA, the Cleveland Cavaliers won their 15th straight game, beating Brooklyn 109-104. It's the second time this season the Cavaliers with the league's best record of 115 in a row. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Tennessee State House has passed a bill that would limit junk food purchases made with Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits. Supporters of the bill say it will lead to healthier food purchases, while opponents say it'll take away choices for low-income people. The bill still making its way through Senate committees. Crossville Mayor R.J. Crawford has announced that a Whataburger restaurant is coming to town. Crawford said a site plan has been submitted for a location on Genesis Road near Advanced Auto Parts. Cookeville City Council has approved a resolution to abandon an easement for a water tank and access road on 1100 South Willow Avenue. That property sits just off I-40 in Willow and is the future site of two big box retailers. Cookeville Regional Medical Center has launched its new Patient Financial Experience, or PFX. Hospital officials say the streamlined, secured system allows patients to manage payments on their mobile devices, tablets, or desktops. You can enroll in PFX by visiting the hospital website. That's the news from WHUB.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We're live this morning, as always, in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:06 now.
And we have family nurse and nurse practitioner for a pediatric nurse, I should say, Melissa Geis. She's also professor of nursing at Tennessee Tech and working in the community to with some healthcare heroes. And we'll find out more about that, too. But you do a lot. So how are you a nurse? Then you teach nursing. How do you have time for all of that?
Well, everything kind of flows together, right? So I teach nursing in the School of Nursing. I teach undergraduate courses, pharmacology, a course to help students navigate nursing school, because nursing school is different. It's very challenging, and so we want them all to be successful. And then I've always tried to practice. So I think working, I worked in the ER for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Cookeville, yes.
That sounds exciting.
Yes. It was exciting, and always learning something new there. And then I currently work as a pediatric nurse practitioner at Kids Care. But I'm a better nurse practitioner because I teach. So you're so deep into the information that you might forget, right, if you're not using it. And then,
so that kind of helps you, and like you're still constantly on site being a pediatric nurse,
right?
And then you can take what you've learned and then teach the class.
Exactly.
Say, I had this incident, and
yes,
I mean, I would say that helps.
I feel like it's a great combination. Yeah.
Do you ever get to take some of the students with you to work at the practice?
I've had a few students. Usually they're like an honors student that. That's like an extra kind of thing that they do. So, but our practice, they train a lot of nurse practitioner students, and so it gets kind of crowded. So it's hard to take a lot.
So it's a learning practice too, like a teaching practice.
Yeah, they most of the nurse practitioners there will precept nurse practitioners or physician assistant students. So kind of giving back.
So what got you started in wanting to be a nurse? Was this from a young age?
No, it wasn't. Actually, my undergraduate degrees are in chemistry and physics.
Oh, wow.
And I taught high school chemistry and physics for 5 years in Nashville, and I loved teaching. But the teachers, I understand, will appreciate this. I didn't like the paycheck. So, I mean, I hate to say
you're
it.
100% right.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. I'm married to a teacher, so, But, so I was trying, thinking about, okay, what else could I do? And I had friends who were nurses. My mom was in healthcare. And so I ended up going to Vanderbilt. They have, it's called a bridge program. So you go in with your degree, and then in 2 years, I came out with my master's as a family nurse practitioner. So yeah, it wasn't like, I mean, so many of our students and our faculty, they will say that, like, I knew I wanted to be a nurse since I was in elementary school.
I don't think you can just brush over that you got a master's in nursing from Vanderbilt in 2 years. I mean,
That's impressive.
Don't just whiz by that. That's
She's being humble.
That's a big deal.
Come on, I'm jealous.
Yeah,
but there's no way I'd even attempt it because I couldn't even finish.
Oh no, I feel dumb just being on Vanderbilt's campus.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Yes. What a great school that is.
Yes, yeah. So
how smart you must be, though. You're chemistry. You did chemistry, and then you moved on to nursing. I mean, I feel like anything you touch you do a good job at.
Well, yeah, perseverance, and definitely. I'm at a point in my career now where I can pick and choose what projects I want to pursue and really go after, and certainly, keeping people healthy is something that I really want to do. That teaching part has always been in me. I love teaching.
That's your passion, really, isn't it?
Yes, whether I'm out in the community teaching, or I'm teaching my students, or I'm in the clinic. I mean, you do tons of teaching as a nurse practitioner. So it just kind of that's what ignites me.
Tech has of course, has always been known for engineering, but now is known for teaching. It's also known for nursing in a big way, almost as big as the engineering, or maybe even bigger now. Gosh, I don't know. How did it get there? Was it just that there was such a need for nursing that Tech noticed that and really invested into that, or what was the trigger to get to this point at Tech?
I do think that the administration at Tech, President Oldham, Provost Lori Bruce, they did recognize the need for nurses, and the possibilities for expansion. We also, when the master's programs used to be in a consortium of all the former TBR universities in the state. And a few years ago, that kind of broke up, and so we brought that program to us, like it's our program now. We're not sharing it. And, Tech has always enjoyed a really good reputation with employers, especially.
Yeah.
So, hospitals, healthcare facilities, they know that when they are getting our nurses, they are thinkers, right? So that's our programs. Our programs are challenging. I mean, there's no grade inflation. We don't give, it's just, you really have to develop as.
You don't give an easy grade or extra credit.
Yes,
kind of
no,
thing.
there's no extra credit.
Yeah,
right?
I think that's what you were trying to say.
Yes. They have to really learn to think on their feet and think like a nurse, because it's complex.
Like you're on the job working.
Yes.
I guess
that's
so,
what it
because
takes.
I mean, every they say every person's different.
Yes.
And so when you it may be the same type of thing that you've heard of before, but on a completely different person.
Yes.
So everybody's treated differently. So you do have to think on your feet a lot, I guess.
Yes, gosh, that's just such a great point. Coming from something like, chemistry, where things can be a little bit more black and white, into nursing and healthcare, it was a big jump for me because of that. There are no algorithms, it's
Right,
not
yeah.
if this, because, you can have 5 people who all have heart failure, and none of them look alike. They're not on the same medications. They're not presenting in the same ways. And so you really
have to think.
Yes, you're getting hit
And I
with
know
all kinds of data.
Somebody could be on the same medication and it affects all 5 of the people differently.
Absolutely.
So that's why it's like, even though there's been studies, it doesn't work for 100% of the people 100% of the time. So you do have to kind of think outside the box sometimes, which is hard.
Yes.
Very hard. It's a hard job.
That's interesting. It's not one of the things, you know, that you think of. You just think someone comes in, they've got X, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing to treat it. See you later. But it's not at all that way.
No.
That's interesting. I'd never thought about it that way before.
Right. So think about trying to train somebody to
Oh gosh.
do that. That's the
Yeah. And I think you're right. I think we get into the algorithm mindset. We all do, you know, if this then that.
Yes.
But there's so much in between this and that anymore. Well, I guess always.
Right.
And you have to think about all that stuff.
Well, I'm just thinking about something that happened in my family. They were like, oh, nobody's ever been allergic to this. And my dad was like, I feel like there's stuff crawling all over me. And they're like, you're allergic to what we said nobody's ever allergic to. Because that happens.
Sure.
That happens. Yeah. I mean.
That's very good stuff. All right. We'll be right back. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be back here in just a little bit. It's 7:15 now.
You've prolonged it enough. 1 year quickly turned into 2, 2 years into 10, and now you've lost track of how long it's been since you've seen the dentist.
A trip to the dental office can be a scary thing for many people, but there is help. Hi, I'm Dr. Sandy Hayes.
And I'm Dr. Kevin Hayes. At Hayes Family Dentistry, we're changing the way people think about going to the dentist. We use the latest advancements in dental technology, including sedation dentistry, which offers hope to people who fear going to the dentist, or patients who need to have a lot of dental work done in just fewer appointments.
With one little peel, you'll ease into a state of relaxation and all of your fears will melt away, allowing us to correct years of dental problems, often in just one visit.
For more information, call us at Hayes Family Dentistry, 931-526-1614. That's 931-526-1614, or visit hayesdentistry.com and find out how easy it is to have the smile you've always wanted.
If you have automotive needs, Dependable Auto Sales and Service, along with Colonial Automotive, would love to help you. Whether it's towing or service, body shop needs, are you ready for a new car? We have everything you need, including the financing, including the warranties. It doesn't matter what it is, DAS is on your side. Please come see us at 1575 Interstate Drive, right here in Cookeville, 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-7355, 24/7 at dasautosales.com.
Call us before you dig. Accidents are caused each year because someone broke a gas line that they didn't know was there. Remember, not all of our lines are in the street. They go through your yard to the house. Don't take a chance. The Cookeville Gas Department will gladly check any area before you dig and tell you if there are any gas lines present. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas. Energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
This month and every month, we remember the over 66 million babies whose lives have been senselessly sacrificed on the altar of abortion. Surely, the left doesn't understand the repercussions of a land that takes the blood of the innocent, and that should only motivate us more to save more babies and their moms. Preborn is a network of clinics, and they fight every day to save more babies and more moms. To date, they've rescued over 300,000 babies' lives by introducing a mom to her child on an ultrasound. That baby's chance at life doubles. Preborn showers moms and babies with God's love and assistance for up to 2 years. So when they shout abortion, we shout life. Let's save more babies this year than last. One ultrasound is just $28, and only $140 will help rescue 5 babies. All of the gifts are tax deductible. So donate securely. Dial pound 250. Say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby. Or go to preborn.com/hope. Preborn.com/hope. Sponsored by Preborn.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:20 now.
We have the professor of nursing at Tennessee Tech, Miss Melissa Geist, in here with us, and we're so lucky that you are one of the professors at Tech because you've studied and got your master's at Vanderbilt, and that's nothing to sneeze at. Come on.
Gosh.
But you also work and do things, outreaches in the community, and you work with Health Heroes. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I received a grant from the Tennessee Department of Health and then another grant from the American Association of Colleges of Nursing. So back in 2021, we were in the midst of the pandemic. And so the grant funding supports community outreach programs. We share, Estar Sano stands for to be healthy, so that's Spanish. And so it's education, support, training, resources, just to be healthy. So our main focus at the beginning was COVID. How do you manage COVID? We did do a lot of education about COVID vaccines. And now we have moved into vaccines in general. And so, we know there's an incredible body of evidence that vaccines save lives. And so that's our outreach. So we partner with, churches, community groups, anybody who will have us in the Upper Cumberland to share that be healthy, get healthy message. And we collaborate with a group called Health Heroes, and they offer free vaccines through our funding. And so, for example, we will be at an event with Life Church, Duo Medical Mission, and that's April 5th. We're going to offer vaccines like shingles for adults. So a lot of adults, sometimes the insurance doesn't cover the shingles vaccine. It's about $200. They could come and get that for free. Or the pneumonia vaccine for adults, Prevnar. And so...
Sheila, this is a great time to ask our question. Remember, we were arguing about this last week.
Right.
With shingles. If you had chicken pox, you don't have to worry about shingles, or if you haven't had chicken pox. Like how all my life I've heard that those two go together.
Yeah, well, shingles is a reactivation of the chicken pox virus.
Okay.
So if you've had that virus, then that it lays dormant. Mm-hmm. And then, if we get...
Sheila was right.
Way to go, Sheila.
You had to have chicken pox. It lays dormant in something like stress or...
Yes.
I just thought if if they're the same, like because I remember when I was a kid, if you had a friend that got chicken pox, a lot of times your mom would take you to their house so you would get chicken pox,
which was crazy.
And then so I guess you'd be over with then.
Right.
You'd get chicken pox and you'd move.
Right.
And move along. There was chicken pox parties.
Oh, scary!
For God's sakes, when we were kids.
That just sounds crazy to me.
I mean, that's what they did. I mean, right? I mean,
back then we didn't have a vaccine for it, so the vaccine for chicken pox wasn't until kind of the mid '90s, and so now we have a vaccine, so you can prevent that from happening.
Well, chicken pox parties were fun. They were a good time.
The post party was not.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
It was very itchy.
But I know my mom had shingles just I think last year, and it was around her face. So we were really scared that it would get in her eye, which it didn't, thank goodness.
Yes.
But
that shingles is no joke.
It is really painful and blistery, and that's from someone that's had the chicken pox, and then that, like you said, lays dormant, and then it could come out later in their life.
Yeah, just reactivates.
So how well does the vaccine help prevent that from popping up?
It's effective. So it's about 90% effective in terms of preventing a reoccurrence.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So if you haven't had chicken pox, could you still get shingles?
That I don't know. I don't know for sure if.
But I would
yeah.
think if someone did get close and touch them with sores, they could get like a form of chicken pox or something from the shingles or.
Yeah, you can pass that virus. Yeah.
But if you've
with
already
contact.
had it, like had chicken pox, are you still at risk at getting that? I know I'm asking a lot of.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't know. I mean,
But it's better just
those
to
are
try to
great-
prevent it.
Great questions. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So this is going to be April 5th. Is it going to be at Life Church?
Yes.
Do
in
you have to
Cookeville.
sign up ahead of time or?
No. Yeah, they can just come and.
And if it's a duo, it's all free then, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
Duo also they do different screenings because one of our other messages is preventing. It's called metabolic syndrome, and it's a syndrome of central obesity, so low belly fat, high cholesterol, high blood sugar, and so that is a cardiovascular nightmare. So it's really, really hard on your heart. So they do some screening so people can at least be aware that their numbers are skewed and that they need to, to do some things to treat that. And so Duo does all that for free. And then they also do, they have like a barber.
Oh yeah, they
So,
got it all.
It is
Vision, dental.
Yes,
I mean, they do that Duo stuff is really great.
it is amazing what they have been able to do.
Another question. This may be hard to answer too, and if you don't want to answer, just say and I may just be noticing it more. Seems like a lot of kids anymore are a lot more than I remember being a kid are diabetic. And I don't ever remember, and maybe just was underreported, gluten and peanut allergies. It seems like those three things are completely different than when we were all kids. Like I don't remember.
I never heard of a gluten allergy.
No, but being out on the playground. But if you go visit kids, there's a lot of them with those humps on their arm anymore, and it's just like, gosh, why are so many kids, or is it just that it's getting diagnosed more now?
I think with diabetes,
Or is it all we all have a crappy diet?
Usually when they're that young, kids, they're usually born with that.
Yeah.
well, they get
Usually born diabetic.
we truly don't fully understand what triggers the underlying disease process for diabetes. There have been some types of viruses that kind of knock out the system that controls our glucose levels. And so I think there's certainly an awareness. So let's just take somebody that has like celiac disease, and so you're thinking about this kind of gluten-free diet. In the past, maybe that, like when we were growing up, maybe that child was just somebody who had lots of belly aches, right?
Right.
And nobody really, kind of
Yeah.
thought about what was going on or tested for it. But as the awareness increases, there's more testing for
Sure.
it, and so then we are more aware of it. So something like type 1 diabetes, though, it just I wish we had a better handle on why some kids exposed to certain things will not develop type 1 diabetes, and then other kids will. But I can't talk about diabetes without also talking about the increase of type 2 diabetes, which we would before have not seen or been aware of in our adolescent, young adult population. It's skyrocketed. And that is our...
Are you seeing type 2 in younger
Yes.
people too?
Yes.
That we didn't think, maybe we didn't have a way of diagnosing it.
Right.
But these are
didn't
people that
screen
are
for
not
it.
born with diabetes, and it could be a diet factor, it could be genetic, or...
Yeah. It's almost always, kids who they're overweight and they have high blood pressure and they have diabetes, but they're in their teens.
Right.
I've had patients who have what we call fatty liver disease.
Wow.
And they are not 20 yet. So it is
Really
a
young.
real epidemic. It's a real
Fatty
problem.
liver used to be for just people who ate terrible and drank a lot.
That's exactly right.
And now it's showing up
and like teens.
One more question about vaccines, and this is because it's just in the news,
Yeah.
and I don't know, but of course we're taking more vaccines, now than we did in the past, and there has been an uptick in autism, and I know that with the talk right now in the news is that there may be a correlation there. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, is there a coalition that we just don't know about yet because maybe that test hasn't been done, or are we overthinking this?
Well, there is a robust body of evidence. I mean, I would say 500 well-designed studies that say that there is no link between vaccines and autism. There is no link. So that's a fact. We know that. There is enough. So, the CDC coming out to say that they're going to do a study about that link is such a disservice because so they're going to do one study and then we're just going to throw out decades of like robust, sound research based on that. So it's very scary. And I think, what people kind of forget is risk benefit. So, the benefits, the chances of a child having an adverse reaction, and autism is not one of them. Even the Autism Society of America will say that. Here's one thing that we know. Babies show signs of autism early, way before they would get an MMR vaccine, way before. They're not making eye contact, they don't smile, they don't respond to sounds. They have not had hardly any vaccinations when that starts. So we know that now. And so, it's very frustrating for somebody who is in
Sure. Well, that's why I was asking, because, you hear about it and you're like, well, gosh, I don't know. I'm not smart enough to understand that,
You explain that so well.
I'm not against anybody studying anything.
Right, yeah.
More studies, the better, as far as I'm
know
concerned.
that
if it's well developed.
Right,
if
yeah.
it's a well developed, well thought out, you can't go into a study saying, this is not good research. I'm going to find this link.
Right.
That's not how you go into a study. You go into a study saying, I wonder
right.
if there's, and then you let the data. And
you don't skew anything.
Yes,
you really find,
yes. I wonder. And what would tell me that? What data do I need to be collecting? So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Duo is coming up on April the 5th. That's going to be at Life Church. Everything's free. From haircuts to vaccines to eye tests to barber. More information is available at life.church, I believe, is Life Church's website. You can Google it if not, and it's all over Facebook too. Thank you so much for being here. And thanks for letting us ask some questions too.
Yes, absolutely.
That probably wasn't on your plan to be asked this morning.
No, that was perfectly fine.
It's 7:32. Robert's Family Farm is on the way, and the ladies of the Cookeville Cavalier basketball team. We're hoping to get them in here too before the hour's up. They're going to state, so we'll talk to them in I know, right? We'll talk to them here in just a little bit on Good Morning Cookeville. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Tennessee State House has passed a bill that would limit junk food purchases made with Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits. Supporters of the bill say it will lead to healthier food purchases, while opponents say it'll take away choices for low-income people. The bill still making its way through Senate committees. Crossville Mayor R.J. Crawford has announced that a Whataburger restaurant is coming to town. Crawford said a site plan has been submitted for a location on Genesis Road near Advanced Auto parts. Cookeville City Council has approved a resolution to abandon an easement for a water tank and access road on 1100 South Willow Avenue. That property sits just off I-40 in Willow and is the future site of 2 big box retailers. Cookeville Regional Medical Center has launched its new Patient Financial Experience, or PFX. Hospital officials say the streamlined, secured system allows patients to manage payments on their mobile devices, tablets, or desktops. You can enroll in PFX by visiting the hospital website. That's the news from WHUB.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vincent with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. On UCR last night, the Upperman Bees baseball team fell to Blackman 4-0. Alec Wilson went 5 2/3 innings on the mound and struck out 6 for the Bees. Tiger Woods will not be returning to the game of golf anytime soon, as he announced on social media yesterday that he had ruptured his left Achilles recently and underwent surgery to repair it. Tiger hasn't played in a tour event since July of last season at the Open. 5-time Pro Bowl defensive end Joey Bosa is headed to the Buffalo Bills on a 1-year deal worth $12.6 million. Los Angeles Chargers released Bosa on Wednesday. Bosa has played in 28 games over the last 3 seasons due to injury. The girls' basketball state tournament gets underway today in Murfreesboro. Van Buren County will play Memphis Middle College at 9:30 in the morning. York Institute battles Memphis Business at 8:45 at night. Coverage of those games can be found on UpperCumberlandReporter.com. I'm Jacob Vincent, and that was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank.
TRN News.
A daughter upset after her mother shot while sleeping in East Nashville Sunday night. Ariel Bradford says she first learned her mom, 47-year-old Nikita Grizzard, was seriously injured after her grandma saw the story on the TV news. Metro Nashville police say 3 unidentified suspects in a vehicle on the street opened fire on the Trutland Lane duplex where Grizzard lives with her son around 11 o'clock, hitting her in the chest as she was lying in bed. She is expected to recover. A recruitment video made by the West Memphis Police Department receiving international attention. Reports are the video was made using Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us song in an attempt to increase recruitment. The video has been viewed over 11 million times on TikTok and other platforms. The department needs 25 officers and have received over 1,000 inquiries. Applications can be made at westmemphisar.gov. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. It has no cure. Parkinson's is not limited to how a person moves. It can also cause symptoms like depression, fatigue, and impaired speech. Today, there is a new diagnosis every 9 minutes, though Parkinson's can be present for years before being diagnosed. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure. For more than 50 years, APDA has funded pioneering research and provided critical support to those affected by Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
Bail set for a man accused of throwing a dog to its death in Memphis. 18-year-old Christopher Triplett appeared in court Tuesday on a charge of aggravated animal cruelty. Police say he was caught on surveillance video tossing the dog over the pedestrian bridge on Lauderdale Street late last month. A judge granted him a $100,000 bond and ordered him back to court later today. The Memphis Zoo saying goodbye to a beloved resident. The 22-year-old polar bear named Haley left for her new home at the Detroit Zoological Society over the weekend. Her relocation is part of a critical species survival plan. Haley was only 4 years old when she arrived in Memphis. She was paired with the polar bear Kona, but they never had any cubs. A caregiver behind bars for abusing a patient at an Oak Ridge residential facility. WATE reporting TBI's Medicaid Fraud Control Division investigating since September as Tara Williams employed as a caregiver at the facility, and she's accused of physical abuse. She was arrested Monday. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. It will be sunny and warm once again with temperatures rising into the mid-70s by this afternoon. Southerly winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting to 20 miles per hour at times. Clouds will increase tonight with lows around 50. Thunderstorms are possible tomorrow with highs in the lower 70s.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We're in the Willow Window Studio. We're running a tad late. It's 7:39, Sheila.
Well, let me tell you, we had to get the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers in here because they're headed to state.
The Glass House.
Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you so much.
And then Coach Jamie Gillis.
Yes.
Yay, I said it right.
Yeah, you did great, Sheila.
So
Who do you play in the first round?
Lincoln County.
Lincoln County. What are they? What's their mascot?
Oh, I don't know the mascot. No idea.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I just wondered, because all these other counties, I don't pay attention to, so they could be anything. But Cavaliers are way better than whatever Lincoln.
Yeah, I have no idea what
The
it is.
5 Abe Lincolns.
Yeah.
They all have to wear top hats.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Oh.
Well, so you will.
I mean, we've got like swords.
Yeah.
You know? We're like way cool.
We have very fanciful hats that
Yeah.
Cavaliers wear, way better than
That's
the top
right.
hat.
Love it.
So are you all seniors or where do you?
Juniors, I think.
Let's start with Kara Lee.
Yes.
Kara, what grade are you
I'm
in?
a junior.
You're a junior. In what position do you play?
Shooting guard, point guard, either.
Okay. All right.
And Charlie?
A junior. I play point guard.
Okay.
I'm a junior and I play shooting guard.
All right.
That's Miss Allie.
What's so you're you're playing for a state championship. When was the last time Cookeville was playing for a state champ? Was it last year?
The boys played for the championship last year.
That was right, yeah.
But the girls have never made it to the championship round. 2 years ago.
Never?
Yeah, 2 years ago we made Final Four, and the year before that we made Final Four. Before that, it had been a long time since we'd even made the state tournament. So
Wow.
These are the ladies.
That's right.
Yes.
3 times
This
in
is
the
it.
year.
That's fantastic. I mean, that's got to make y'all feel proud to be part of something big like this. Yeah. What does anybody have plans to play basketball in college in the future? All of us. Yeah.
These 3 are they're gonna go and play and get their college paid for.
What's that like getting recruited and all and getting noticed? What's that like for you guys to be noticed for your basketball abilities?
It's fun because we've worked our whole life, for big moments like this, and it's fun talking to the different coaches and see like how different coaches coach and like how the players are and all that. So it's really exciting, and I mean, I love it. That's all I feel.
It's a cool experience because you get to go to different colleges and like tour the campuses and see what each college like has.
I got you.
Do you any 3 of you know where you might be going to college yet, or are you still?
I don't know yet. No.
Yeah, still searching for that scholarship to play college.
Which everyone's willing to pay, right? Yeah, I get it.
They've all got an offer or 2, and so they'll
That's
get to
fantastic.
do visits to campuses like Carolee said.
With girls basketball, especially in the Upper Cumberland, I mean, golly. And then you look how well Tech's doing. They're going to the NCAA tournament. Women's basketball in the Upper Cumberland's always been a step higher than anywhere else. I mean, it's one of the hardest places to win when it comes to girls basketball. Does that make – I know it makes everybody better, right? I mean, when you notice – all these other teams are doing well. Y'all are doing well. Is it true? A rising tide brings up all ships. Is that how you guys feel about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We watch the other teams around the Upper Cumberland, and we support each other, but we also everyone wants to be the top dog.
Well, sure, everybody wants to win. Yeah.
The competition in the Upper Cumberland just makes us work harder.
Yeah, it just seems like more, especially when you look around the state, that this Upper Cumberland area just seems there's something in the water here. I don't know what that is.
And it's really neat. We're going to go watch York play tonight. White County plays before us tomorrow, so we won't be able to watch them. But we're it'll be these girls play AAU and travel ball with different girls from all those teams, and so it's neat to be in Murfreesboro and to see all different kids that we know and we can pull for them and they're pulling for us. So that's really neat.
I noticed that too. There's it seems like all the Upper Cumberland schools root for other upper.
Yeah, and Van Buren's and single A's. I think we have a team in every classification.
Yeah.
This might be a crazy question, but how good is it to go down there, like you said, ahead of time, kind of get used to your surrounding, and it's kind of a bonding experience with you guys too. So it kind of works in a couple of different ways. Get them used to the atmosphere. Is that kind of what you're trying to do?
Yes, and so this will be our third time in 4 years. So this will be their second time, right? So the first year I went, we stayed in a house with the team, and then the second year we got hotels. This year we were able to get a house again, and this group is so fun. They love each other. They just want to hang out all the time, and so it's just really a great bonding experience to be in that house together, and then we can kind of go to MTSU, kind of get a feel of, because Murphy Center is huge, and to kind of watch a game to kind of see what to expect, especially for our freshmen. We've got a big group of freshmen that haven't been there. Our sophomores haven't been there. So yeah, that's big. And then it's really neat when you can actually watch a game of people that we played York. We beat them once, they beat us once. So now we're pulling for them, they're pulling for us, and so it's pretty neat.
Well, we're excited that you guys are going to be playing in the state championship, and just wanted to say congratulations, and we'll be rooting for you. We'll be watching, and it's always great for a big home crowd, right? To drive to Murfreesboro. You expecting that? I mean,
yes, we play at 5:30, so hopefully
you got plenty of time to get down
get off
there.
work and get there. And we met with Mayor Wheaton yesterday, and she said last year with the boys we set a record attendance, Cookeville fans.
No way.
We were wanting to even break our own record.
Let's
this year.
do it, and that you can absolutely take off work maybe just 30 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
Get there in plenty of time to watch you all play. Well, we'll let you get to practice. I know that you got to get to practice this morning over at Tech, and how cool is that you're letting you use the hoop? Because now you're going to play. You're going to practice on a court where you got a group of ladies who are going to the NCAA tournament.
Yes, we got to talk to their coaching staff a little bit yesterday when we were there, and Coach Roseman does such a great job.
Oh my gosh.
We talked about how, we want to represent Cookeville just like they are, and we're excited.
I'm so excited of where girls basketball is going, because it didn't have all the opportunities when I was growing up to see you guys can be able to play in college and then even pro if you wanted to. That's just exciting.
Yes, absolutely.
So way to go. You guys are like carrying on that tradition so good. So I'm proud of you guys, you ladies.
Well, good luck. We'll be rooting for you. Have a safe trip to Murfreesboro. Tomorrow is when you're heading.
We're heading out this afternoon.
This afternoon. So be careful getting there and have a great time, most of all, and then win if you can.
Yes. Yeah, and we're going to be heading down Washington and Jefferson Avenue around 1:30, 1:45. So
Washington.
Cheer the girls on.
That's this afternoon?
Yep.
Okay. All right. We'll try to get out there and honk our horns for you
absolutely.
guys.
Thank you.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Huh, that's a $10 bill.
Finding a $10 bill on the couch is a win.
And another one. And another one. And another
Finding
one.
100 $10 bills? Now that's a multiplier win.
Honey, this couch is like an ATM. Go check the one in the bonus room.
Multiply your win again and again with a Multiplier Instant Games. Play today to multiply your win 10, 20, 50, 100, or even 200 times for the chance at a $1 million top prize. The Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Looking for incredible deals and unique finds? Discover the Habitat Restore off South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville. From furniture and home decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need to spruce up your space, all at unbeatable prices. Plus, every purchase supports Habitat for Humanity, helping families build their dream homes right here in our community. So why wait? Visit Habitat Restore today and uncover treasures while making a difference. South Jefferson Avenue, right here in Cookeville.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. Have you ever really spent time planning for life after work? If not, you're not alone. For most, it's a scary thought. Making sense of investments, Social Security, Medicare. To make it worse, the advice people typically get is from salespeople or family members who got their information from salespeople. We are here to take the mystery and fear out of retirement. The next step is yours. Call 615-851-1950 or go to paulwinkler.com. That website is paulwinkler.com, creating confident investors.
And now located in Cookeville. Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-WINDOW-1.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024 by USA Today, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, just $189.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 500,000 happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:50 now.
We have the Roberts from Roberts 5 Farm in Sparta. And if you remember last year, we talked to them about their tulips. Are you getting ready to do that now? Because spring is just ahead.
It's here.
Yeah. I know you planted bulbs already.
Yeah.
Have they bloomed?
They're working
Just
on
about.
it. They're really
trying.
They're really trying. We had, that later cold front that's, come in. And so usually we would already have some blooms by now. And they are we're on tulip time. Like when they say tulip time, it's serious.
Yeah.
Like it's all up to them on when they bloom.
Well, that and there's no, real guarantee that they're all going to bloom at the same time, too.
Exactly. Because we do have some different varieties this year, some early, mid, and late varieties. So we're hoping to extend season a little bit longer. We're just waiting on them.
So do you have a date yet that you plan on all of this coming about? Or are you just going to wait on the tulips and then say, now's the time?
Well, we were really hoping for this weekend. It's not looking too promising, especially now with potentially storms coming in this weekend. So I think we're going to have to push back. So I really can't say a for sure date just yet. But if you follow our Facebook page, I update pretty regularly on field.
Did the bad wind and anything, did that do anything to any of the tulips, or are they low enough that it was okay?
Yeah, they're still low enough to where the wind didn't bother them. Now once they get up and flowered,
sure,
it can blow them down or blow the petals off of them.
Yeah, and is it the same as last year, where it's kind of a you pick kind of thing? You come through and do your own, and will you have any pre-picks?
I won't have any pre-picked. I mean, if you want them pre-picked, by all means, give me a call. I don't care to go out and pick them for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, still you pick. We have about 15,000 more bulbs this year than we did last year. Last year we had 90,000. This year we've got a little over 105,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and we added a lot of purples this year. That was a big request.
Are you hand planting every single one?
We are still hand planting.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, do they make a machine for that?
Yeah, they do make a machine. And it's sort of a versatile machine that'll do multiple different kinds of bulbs.
Mm-hmm.
But it's probably expensive.
They don't give them away.
Yeah, they don't give them away. Yeah.
So, future outlook, possibly look at purchasing one. But as of now, we'll just good old hard work and
Sure.
It's a long, fun day, though.
yeah. Yeah, she's yelling at me, cracking the whip. Yeah, keep going.
No.
What's funny is she's like, it's a long, fun day. And then she looked at you like, right, honey?
Right, honey.
Right.
I had a blast. let me check. What was I supposed
What was
to
my
say?
line that I was supposed to say?
It was the best time of my life.
Yeah.
Second only to marrying you.
There you go. Yeah.
Don't let him fool you. He enjoys it.
It is fun, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I would think if it's not any fun involved, he's not going to do it.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And tulips is the thing you started with. It's going to be a thing this year. Are you expanding out past tulips at any point? Is that a thought for you guys, or is tulips going to be it? Done.
No, we I have a new flower that I talked Dylan into letting us plant this year. We hope it goes well. We've never grown them either. They're lupins. They're really neat flowers.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
Did you say lupids or lupins?
Lupins. Yeah.
I don't know if I know what that is. I'd have to
You
look
would
it up.
if you saw one.
So you're familiar with it. Oh, my.
Yeah.
I'm impressed, Jason.
If you saw one, you'd be like, "That's
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what that's
Yeah.
called.
that's what that's called." But I'm sure our grannies called them something else. you
Right.
know?
Yeah, probably.
Like little Miss Popovers or something, whatever,
Yeah.
our grannies.
I
called
know
stuff.
those.
Grannies always called flowers just whatever the heck they wanted. You just went along.
That's
with
right.
it.
Like
Yeah.
forever, I thought daffodils were buttercups, and they're
Yeah.
like, no, it's not.
Same.
And I'm like, well, I'm still saying buttercups because my granny did.
Yeah, they're all
Exactly.
buttercups to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll watch and we'll find out when you're going to be open. What's the cost if someone wants to come and pick tulips? What's the cost of doing that?
Yeah, it's $5 per person. 3 and under are free. Picked tulips are $2.50 each or $25 a dozen.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
And you're getting fresh tulips then.
Yeah.
And then these aren't tulip bulbs from last year's. These are
These are all new.
All new.
all new.
Yeah.
So
So remember, they did that where people can come and gather those
Yeah, we have a
bulbs.
dig day.
now, why do you not just let the bulb stay there? Is there a reason behind that, or you just or I don't, because most people just plant bulbs and then year after year maybe they have to come through and spread them out or whatever. But what was the reasoning behind that?
So with Tennessee, the climate that we have, we don't have a long enough cold period to make them go dormant, and
Feels like it though.
it does feel like, especially this year. But
You can't fool a tulip.
that's right.
Yes.
That's right. And when you have so many together like that, you run a higher risk of disease, of blights. So, and then you have people come in and pick. So then you have gaps in the field.
Right.
So it's more so aesthetics,
Sure.
just health of the
We
bulbs,
can guarantee the bulb.
and guarantee the bulbs. Yeah.
Okay. That makes
And
sense.
spreading the love to everybody else.
And it gives us a chance to swap the varieties,
Mhm,
get
swap
different
colors.
colors.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so if you do come and you're really wanting bulbs during bloom season, and if you pick one and a bulb doesn't come up, don't put it back in the ground. Just enjoy your picked tulip, and we will have a dig day at the end of season if you really want
I
bulbs.
got you. Okay.
What about? I know there's a lot of photo opportunity there. They can bring their cell phones, but can they call ahead and do like a photo shoot at when they all come up?
Yeah, so photographers are welcome to come host sessions. They don't have to call ahead or book necessarily unless you're doing like a sunrise or before we open. Just kind of give us a heads up so we can get ready for you. But yeah, photographers are more than welcome.
Because this is their home.
Cute with my little granddaughter Josie B in there.
Adorable.
It would be precious.
She loves wearing her little sunglasses.
Oh.
She's a diva.
Love
It'd be
it.
so much
Her and a
fun.
little tutu.
Yeah. Oh, we're coming.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I first heard about you guys. I was seeing all these beautiful pictures everybody was taking, and I'm like, where is this from? And they're like, it's a farm in Sparta. And I'm like, I got to contact them.
Yeah.
Before we run out of time, give us how someone could contact you, where you're located, all the details.
So we are on Google, Roberts 5 Farm, of course, Facebook, social media. And whenever you're making the trip out, we'll have signs off of the main road, and then where you turn in at. So
Yeah, we
last year we
definitely upgraded
didn't.
signs this
Last year
year.
we did not, and people was going everywhere.
Yeah.
My neighbors was like, "Why are all these people showing up to my house?"
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, that's a good problem.
Yeah.
We don't want you kicked out of your neighborhood.
That's right.
No, we have good neighbors.
Well, I
we have
doubt
good
that,
neighbors.
they live out there. Ain't no HOA where they live.
Yeah,
No, no,
yeah,
no,
no,
right,
no, no,
right.
no.
They're
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah. And now we do have so the 22nd we have our big market and Easter egg hunt event. I've got several vendors. I got
22nd of March.
22nd of March. I have more Easter eggs this year because I felt horrible last year. We had 2,000 eggs, and I was like, "Oh, we're doing great." And there was kids that didn't even get one.
Aw.
So we have 6,000 Easter eggs
They
this
should have
year.
just been faster and better at it.
No, I felt horrible. And then we're also doing a new market this year on the 29th. It's called Mini Market. It's for entrepreneurs 17 and under. So
great
it's
idea.
just all kinds of, kids that we've got lemonade, a kid's got birdhouses, bee traps, all kinds of different stuff.
All that information on your
Yes,
Facebook
all of it
page.
is on Facebook.
All right.
Yes.
Guys, thanks for being here, and thanks for waiting a little while. We wanted to be sure we had a good spotlight on those Cookeville Cavalier ladies.
Hey, of course.
First time they're making it.
That's
state,
amazing.
so,
Yeah.
We had the Warriorettes in yesterday.
Yeah.
we wanted to be sure that we did right by them,
Of
so we
course,
appreciate
of
y'all waiting
course.
a few, 10 or 15 more minutes than you should have.
hey,
It's
that's
all right.
fine.
Call her
It's
off.
fine.
It's fine.
Robert's 5 Farm. You can find them on Facebook, search them on Google, and then next weekend. is when
Well,
This
maybe
is News
maybe
Talk
next weekend.
107.7
Yeah, next
and
weekend is the event.
1400.
Yes,
The
sorry.
Hub. Good morning,
Guys, thanks so
Cookeville.
much.
All right, yeah, thank you.
W299 BY 107.7 FM and AM 1400 WHUB Cookeville.